my biggest thing to overcome was like, how do I go from nothing to that? I felt like I couldn't make that jump until I decided that, you got to start somewhere, and you can't get there all in one step. You have to continually work for it.
Welcome back to another episode, folks. Afro Senpai here, and today we are out on location hanging out with some entrepreneurs, and we are here with Jake Wilson, and he's going to tell us a little bit about where he's from and how he got into the business.
Well, easy enough. I'm from here, Port Angeles, Washington. I went to high school here. I spent most of my time in the wood shop up there, and had a really awesome teacher. His name is Tim Branham. Just an amazing person. Always was very patient with everybody, and it really helped grow my interest in woodworking. From there, I went to college for woodworking in Seattle, and then flash about 8-10 years before I actually did my first steps into starting my own business, which was basically a friend wanted a table, and I had just bought some tools from a garage sale. So I was like, I think I could build you something.
Yeah.
And I did, and that was I think I charged him $40 for like a 5-foot long coffee table. And he still has it to this day.
Good.
Yeah.
So you say your interest started in high school. Did it happen anything before that? Like when you were a kid, were you ever interested in building things?
Yeah, actually, I grew up Deer Park Road, so I spent a lot of time outside with my neighbor, and he had kind of a farm, and we would build forts together.
Yeah.
So we started by taking boards from our dad's stashes and nailing them to trees, and making our own little forts.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. And even in middle school there was a little shop class that helped by showing me some of the tools, and the teacher there, Mr. Wynn, I believe is his name, at Roosevelt, and he was also a really great teacher. And yeah, it was fun working with tools, power tools. I had a lot of fun being able to shape wood and create something, and be creative.
So within being an entrepreneur, what hardships have come up for you, and then how do you push through them?
Gosh, where do I start? The first thing that was really daunting to me was a wood shop contains all these tools that you could easily see $150,000 worth of tools in these professional wood shops. So my biggest thing to overcome was like, how do I go from nothing to that? I felt like I couldn't make that jump until I decided that, you got to start somewhere, and you can't get there all in one step. You have to continually work for it. So that was one of my biggest things was just starting a wood shop. I was able to use a garage. I'm still in that garage, but I'm doing a lot better. It snowballs. It starts very small, and it builds. Another thing, I had no idea about taxes. How do I make a product that somebody will want to give me money for? I had to step out of my bounds. I had to do my own research. There wasn't people that were really like, here, I'm going to take your hand and show you how to start a business.
Exactly.
And I found out it was actually a lot easier than I was picturing it being a lot more nightmarish. And it's to the point where like I'm 4 years into my business, and I still don't even really show a profit. Everything gets reinvested into the company.
Those serves as write-offs because you're just reinvesting into yourself. So it's also a good thing.
Right.
We have this barrier of being uncomfortable. You just have to step over that barrier and push through it, and then everything kind of falls into place. You just build momentum off of what you did yesterday and keep going forward.
Right. And once you've already done that, then there's no place to go other than forward.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, okay, so what could I do next? What could I do
People
next?
think that, oh, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to make so much money. And then they also need to like realize that you might not see profits for the first couple years, and that's totally normal. You're just kind of taking care of your business piecemeal, and down the road you may see a blow up situation, as we say on the channel, with your money. So don't like start a business, not see the money that you think was going to happen, and then say, well, I should just give up because it's not doing anything for me.
Right.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to close out this episode here. I want to say thank you to Jake Wilson. And where can the people find your products, and where can people find your channel?
I'm How To Jake on YouTube, and there I build a lot of DIY stuff right now, where I'm trying to get anybody who wants to get started, just kind of instructional videos on the basics and how you can get from nothing to something. And I'm also on Instagram at Jake Wilson Woodworks. My website's jakewilsonwoodworks.com.
Right.
So it should be pretty easy to find me through those 3 avenues.
Yeah, and then we'll also be putting the link in the description, and you should see some information down here already. But thank you so much for being with us today, and we hope you have a good one. And thank you guys for watching, and remember to smile because you are beautiful.